Yo, Muddy Waters Podcast. This your boy Shaq Sims, and I'm here right now with. I know I say I'm here with a special guest, dog, but like this is a real special guest for me, man. Like, this is my childhood friend, like one of my childhood friends for sure. Like, day one. If there was a day one, this nigga been there since day one, dog. You know what I'm saying?
No lie, for real.
My nigga.
For real.
I ain't gonna say his name, but you know what I'm saying, it's government, but you know, I'm here right now with Just Listen.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? We here, man.
Bruh, I appreciate you for coming on the show, my nigga.
For sure, man. You know, it's all love. You already know I had to get up with you, bro. I had to get one in, dog.
Facts.
For sure.
And I just want to say I'm proud of you, man. Like, the progress you made and shit like that, and following your dreams and like coming into who you are as an artist. Cause, bro, when we was growing up, bro, you wasn't into music. Like, you was a nigga that stayed on punishment, man. And got bitches, so.
Niggas on punishment 24/7, man. Nah, but that's love. I appreciate it, bro. Same to you too, man. With the podcast, man. Muddy Waters going stupid. You know
Thanks,
what I'm saying?
bro.
I definitely be peeping everything, so.
That's love.
Keep going, bro. For real, man. It's all love. You know, we had to come back one day, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely had to come back one day, bro.
Everything come together full circle, my nigga.
Facts.
Like, this shit is love.
Facts.
But take the people back, man. Like, let's get into who Just Listen. I almost said your real name. Let's get into who Just Listen is, man.
Man, Just
Where you
Listen,
from?
bro. I'm from a small town in Kentucky. It's called Richmond. Not a lot of people make it out of there. Very small city. But I made my way from there when I was about 5. Moved to Columbia, South Carolina. That's where I grew up. Met my boy here along the way. You know what I'm saying? Stayed there with my dukes. And that's really kind of what I would say what molded me. Columbia. I would definitely say Columbia molded your boy.
What did you aspire to do growing up? Or were you like me, and you didn't know what the fuck you wanted to do?
Know. Nah, man. I don't know, man. Like, everybody, you know, they always told us that we had to aspire to be something, or we already had to kind of, you know, we was kids, and they had put that on us, and we would have to have something set that we wanted to do by the time we was adults. So it was a lot of pressure, you know, as a youngin', but I didn't really care about the pressure. You know, we did what we did. You know what I'm saying? It was just like we was living carefree, and you know, we was just being kids at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know, man. Like, I didn't really have like any like special career field or anything that I did. I just know I always loved music. So that was always there, you know what I'm saying? Like, and really, like, the music came from me, like, being on punishment so damn much, bro. Like, I ain't had shit but the radio.
Yeah.
Bro, I wouldn't have shit but the radio, bro. I be on punishment for 2 weeks, bro. I have, you know what I'm saying? Just listen to the radio, bro. I know the songs be on that shit. I know all the words, you know what I'm saying? Have my CDs. I been there listening to music. So really, kind of like, that's what started me, like, really heavy, like, listening to music. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And that always kind of went from there. But, yeah, man, that's definitely where it kind of started from, bro. I mean, no aspirations as a youngin', bro. Like, we was just out here, bro.
Just out here.
We was wild, bro.
Just out here doing shit,
Yeah,
bro. Just doing shit just to do it, bro.
Yeah.
And speaking of like punishment and shit, bro, like I remember you used to listen to that used to be the only thing you had was the radio. Literally, dog. Like, you used to come to school like, bro. I used to ask you like, bro, what you do on punishment, bro? You like, bro, listen to the radio, bro.
That's it.
That was it.
Boy, ain't had no game, no TV. Boy, ain't had shit. Boy, I used to be in so much trouble, bro. But yeah, man, like, I'm really thankful for it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell people this, you know, me being in trouble and that discipline, bro, like, it helped out a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Molded you.
I'm grateful for it, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't grateful for missing out on coming outside every day with y'all boys, but,
yeah,
you know, definitely grateful for that joint, man, because I was on that radio, man, 103.9 every night. The boy Charlamagne used to be on the radio.
Yeah.
I already know, man. Yeah, that joint crazy, bro. But
it's so crazy how you start to look forward to shit. Like, you know, as a
Yeah.
kid, bro, really our whole lives was really looking forward to shit. Whether it be looking forward to going outside to play with your friends or looking forward to TV shows, you was looking forward to the fucking radio. It's crazy. But you always kept a positive mind, though. Like, even when we was young niggas, bro, you was always positive. In the midst of getting your ass cut, trouble, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you
God,
like,
you
really,
already
really
know.
bad as hell, but you still stay positive, though, bro. You never
Right.
was like tripping, like whatever. What type of shit was you getting in trouble for? Of course, you know, I know the type of shit you was getting in trouble for, my nigga,
Man, shit, just being a class clown, bro. Just making niggas laugh. Like, you know, that was what we was really on. Like, class, man, I was just always in trouble. I'd blurt out some stupid shit. Or, I don't know, man, like either that or being late or something. I mean, it's just goofy, stupid shit, but it always build up. You know, you get so many write-ups, then you get suspended, then you get expelled, so stuff like that. So, really, that's what was happening. It was just a plethora of shit that was building up. I never really did anything, like, too crazy where it was like, oh, my God, but... No, mama just took it super serious when I got in trouble. That's really all it was. Like, it didn't really have to be like a matter of what it, you know, what I did. It was just more, you got in trouble, here it is, you want to punch me for a week. Every time you get in trouble, a week. So that's kind of how it was. So it was like, damn, like.
It's just stacked up on your ass.
Stacked up, boy. I had
This
2 weeks.
ain't record current, nigga.
2
Them
times.
motherfuckers with.
Well, I'm telling you, boy.
This
I'm like,
is simultaneous.
what? I ain't even get whoopings. Mom was like, all right, I ain't gonna whoop you no more. You just gonna be on punishment. She know whoopings ain't work. Cause it used to be one point you just get an ass whooping, then everything straight. You go right back outside. You know what I'm saying? You just got an ass whooping, but then it was like, nah, that ain't working. We just gonna put you in the room, let you miss out. Cause I know you like being outside with your boys. You know, I know you like doing this and that, but nah.
Yeah.
So that's really where that joint came from, bro.
Fact. Yeah, like I had my fair share of punishment too. Like,
Oh,
I didn't get no punishment.
I already know you too. You was in trouble too, boy.
I was in trouble.
She was in trouble.
I was doing a lot of crazy shit though. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot
You
of
wild,
crazy
bro.
shit,
You
dog.
wild.
It's so crazy, like it's so crazy, like being with you, bro. Like, cause I hadn't seen you before today in years, bro.
Yeah, facts. That's what I was just telling her.
It's crazy, bro, like being across from you and shit, bro, and then thinking about like the times we used to kick, cause the same way we kicking and talking right now, like that's how we used to
Same shit we used to do back in the day.
in middle school and shit, bro.
Yeah, for real.
So like, when did you start to like get into music, bro? Cause us growing up where we grew up at, like it star-studded now.
Yeah.
But back when we were growing up, we had no examples
Yeah.
of music. First of all, all we had was the TV. And then, like, to say
they would do like the concerts and shit. Like, you remember when they would bring like Lil Bow Wow, Lil Romeo and shit.
Yeah.
They would do that for a little bit at the Coliseum. They would have a big. I don't even think it was it was the old something. I forgot what they called it, but I remember they used to do it. That was like the only thing, like you said, the township. Yep, the township auditorium, bro, is where they all used to come. Bow Wow, all them. So that was kind of, you know, the city would always go crazy. Like it was wild. Now I think about like how crazy they used to go for them, like. And that was always kind of dope, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a kid at that time. Like, yo, I'm trying to have juice like them. Like, everybody know who they are, you know what I'm saying? Like, but, nah, for real, it wasn't nothing.
When did you? Yeah, we didn't have shit. But it was like, we didn't even have no examples. Like, niggas growing up in Atlanta, they could say, like, bro, I grew up looking at Jeezy. Like, I seen Jeezy come through my hood when he first popped. Like, I grew up around. We ain't have none of that shit, bro. We have literally nobody to say like that nigga pop. The closest thing we had was Lil Rue, and he didn't even pop.
Yeah.
Like he was on BET for what was it, like a couple weeks, bro. He was on 106 and Park, bro. By that time, his song was already dead.
He had the
Nasty song.
He had the Diamond song. I remember he had Don't I Look Good or something like that, and then he had the Nasty song.
Then he got his ass whooped by Boss G. Remember that shit?
I don't even remember.
He got his ass whooped by Boss G, man.
I remember Boss G though. I remember Boss G.
I ain't gonna disrespect Lil Rue like that, man. I ain't gonna disrespect Lil Rue like that.
Shout out to Lil Rue.
I ain't gonna disrespect that nigga like that, man.
Nah, that's crazy.
Shout out to Lil Rue, man. Damn, I just do all type of smut on that nigga, man. Damn, man. Shout out to Lil Rue. I'm sorry, man.
Nah, but yeah, Lil Rue. Yeah, I remember Lil Rue, man. He was like the only one that really like committed from that had kind of put Columbia. I want to say all the way up, but a little bit. He put a little bit of notice on South Carolina.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did, bro. Like he put some eyes on Columbia or on South Carolina in general.
Mm-hmm.
He put some eyes on it, and it was like a trickle effect. A couple people had made some progress at that time. You know what I'm saying? Right after him, but nobody really took off. But when did you start like actually like writing music and like, okay, I'm gonna consider doing this shit?
I first started really messing. Like my brother was a rapper. Like a lot of people don't know. Like my brother, he grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio, and my brother was a local rapper around that time when I was probably like middle school age or something like that. So I always kind of had the, the influence. Like every time I would get up with him again or I seen him, he would always play me his music and stuff like that. So I always think that's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie. I tell people this all the time and they don't believe me. But in middle school at Kelly Mill, when me, this dude named Alex Smith and Quentin Kelly, we made like a little 2-song CD and we came to school with it. I don't know if you remember that joint, bro, but we made I had got with them boys because Alex Smith, his dad, he was like a guitarist or something like that, but he had a setup at his house. So that was really the first time I had recorded music. And even then when I was little, when we was recording, because I think we had recorded at 2 different spots, and one time we recorded, it was around a lot of people. So we was 12, 13, rapping, you know what I'm saying, recording songs, and whatever verse I had spit or something like that, they was all getting super hype about it. So I had kind of took that in consideration, but after that, you know what I'm saying, I just brushed it off. I always kind of freestyle and stuff, sing around the house and shit like that. But I really took it serious probably at the end of my senior year in high school. And, man, I had a laptop, the girl I was dating at the time, I borrowed a laptop, and I downloaded this file. I was looking on YouTube. I downloaded Audacity, I think, and I had bought a mic from somebody at school. Somebody gave me a microphone, a little USB plug-in joint, and I went to the closet, man. I trapped myself in the closet on some crazy shit and just fucking recorded, bro. I figured out how to do it, and I was just rapping over beats. You know what I'm saying? As most new artists do, I was rapping over other beats, and when I was putting them out, I was getting great feedback. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people was like, "Yo, keep going with it." And that's kind of really how it started, bro. I would say I took it serious probably around the age of 18, 18, 19. I took it serious then when I wrote, I was starting to get into it like that.
That's crazy. I never knew. Were you going to Ridgeview?
Yeah.
You were going to Ridgeview? Damn. But I had went to Blythewood by that time. So what was your rap name?
I came out as Just Listen. Yeah, I came out as Just Listen. Cause I was always going by D Money for a while, and that was just kind of goofy. I was just like, yo, that's cliche. And I had this thought in my head one time. It was just everybody had their MySpace names, and D Money was my little MySpace handle. So whatever. So I was like, dang, that's what I'm gonna call myself, cause that's what I'm known by on the internet. But it was just nah. I was like, that's too corny. It's just simple. It's D Money. I want something that, ain't nobody gonna have, nobody has right now, something like that, and I want something that's gonna be said, but nobody will ever know who it is if they say my name, you know what I'm saying, if you didn't know who it is. So I picked Just Listen, man, and I started out like that. I came out as Just Listen, bro, and still.
It's a dope name.
Yeah.
It's different. Bro. Niggas is love this, love that, big this, big that. So that was definitely different. Who were some people that you was influenced by at this time? Because this is 2011, 2012.
Yeah, it's probably 2011, 2012. Probably definitely Heavy Drake, man. Definitely Heavy Drake. That's when he was first really popping, super heavy. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say first popping, but he was super big during that time. Drake, man, Chris Brown. I like Lil Wayne, man. It's crazy because the people I like is a plethora of R&B and rap. So it's really a lot of people to name, but just the big ones. Like I said, Lil Wayne. Who else I listen to, man? Old people, I listen to No Limit, all that kind of genre. So it's crazy, man. I listen to I'll probably say 50 Cent. I listen to 50 a lot. Definitely when he was dropping all the projects, man, I was listening to 50. Who else? J. Cole was a heavy influence. I'll probably say that Big Sean, Tiger. It's so many to name, bro. I was listening that's just how and that really kind of explains my music, bro. I ain't gonna say Tiger like that, but he was cool at some point, man. He was dropping the mixtapes. Yeah, we'll pause right now. I ain't gonna say I listen to Tiger now, but definitely when I was a younger cat, he was dropping the mixtapes. I was listening to Tiger, cause he was setting a little wave, snapback, all that stuff, and I was trying to be cool and shit. So I like Tiger at a period of time, but bro, just all of them, bro. Everybody that made music during that era, I probably fuck with, bro. So I didn't say Soulja Boy. I even rock Soulja Boy for a little bit. People like that, ain't no respect, but yeah,
Soulja Boy legendary. Niggas laugh and joke and talk shit about Soulja Boy, but Soulja Boy is a legend.
He really
even
is.
Though he bit from a lot of niggas,
yeah.
The wave that he started as far as being the first one to really pop off YouTube and MySpace and shit like that, strictly off of social media. Like the wave he set and the president he set was just like unmatched. Like anybody who's popping today that got popping off the internet,
they gotta pay homage.
They gotta pay homage. Like
And
if you got popping off no cosigns, this shit, you gotta pay
telling
homage
you,
to Soulja
but
Boy.
we was watching them crank that Soldier Boy videos that he was doing, man, them dancing videos he was doing, like it wasn't nothing. But when YouTube first came out, boy, it was Kimbo Slice and Soldier Boy. No cap.
Oh, me,
Kimbo
bro.
Slice and Soldier Boy, boy. We
Kimbo
was in
Slice.
school sneaking watching them Kimbo fight videos, boy. Kimbo Slice.
That's back before the school service was blocking YouTube.
Yeah, remember
Remember
covering
you
my
could
eyes.
watch YouTube at school, man. This before the
I'll
school
tell
service.
everybody.
Before the service was blocking that shit, bro. That shit real.
Yeah, I remember that, man. I used to have I used to have like 10 different ones, boy. One didn't work, we tried another one. Everybody just spread it. Alright, shit, nah, this one don't work no more. Try this one. Alright, bro, this shit working. MySpace.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Fact.
Shit crazy, bro.
It's crazy, bro. Like when we were growing up, we went to school with a legend. We grew up with a legend. Speaking of Knockerz.
Yeah.
That shit crazy, bro. Like, did you see the potential back then? Cause it's crazy, bro. Like to me personally, like I talk to a lot of people on Muddy Waters that we went to school with, and like I get different stories. Like, Big Legs, she rapping.
Yeah.
She said she used to listen to the nigga mixtape and was like trying to do music with the nigga when we were in school. But then I talked to some people, they're like, bro, I never knew the nigga was making music. I was one of those people that did not know he was making music, bro.
That's kind of like me. So with me, I was cool with Knock before he was speaking Knock. When he was Derek, and everybody knew Derek because he went to Ridgeview. And
Kelly Mill.
Yeah, he went to Ridgeview and Kelly Mill. So I had knew him for a long time, and I think he actually played basketball too. Like I used to be in gym with him. We had basketball and stuff like that. So I had always knew him. You know what I'm saying? Like we was always super cool, but I don't know what it was, man. Like when I had moved to Kentucky my junior year in high school, right? And I had started doing the whole Twitter thing, and I was on Twitter and something like that. Me and Derek had followed each other, and one day I'm seeing this page on my Twitter. It's Speaking Knockerz. So I'm like, yo, who is Speaking Knockerz? I'm like, yo, who is this? Who is this? So I click on the page, and it's Derek page. So I hit him up. I'm like, yo, bro, like, you rapping? Like, yo, what's going on? Because, like, I don't think he really put it out until a certain point. Like I said, I don't think a lot of people know he was rapping, but yeah, at a certain point, I didn't even know he was there. It surprised me, bro. Like, when I looked at it, when I seen this page and stuff like that, I'm like, yo, he really doing this stuff. So I had tapped into him, and I was just like, yo, bro, like, you know, I see you doing the rapping thing, saluted him and stuff like that, and I was like, I'm moving back to Columbia soon, like, you know, we'll get up when we get back. Shit, as soon as I got back that first summer, me and I linked up. And, you know, I didn't start rapping before, like, I wasn't rapping when Knot was rapping, so when we linked up, it was never on no, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't pulling up with him to the studio, but he was already speaking Knot, you know what I'm saying? But we had kind of like a different relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like a personal relationship, like, we go to the game, you know what I'm saying, like on Friday or something, you know, Valley, Ridgeview basketball game, he called me like, yo, bro, what you doing? He'll come meet up with me at the game, we walk in the game together, we'd be posted up, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the relationship we had, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be around him when he was making beats, you know what I'm saying, be at his house and stuff, and, you know, different people he'll be around, you know, we talking about, you know, influential stuff like music and, you know, Gucci, man, he was a big Gucci fan, so we always, you know, we was chilling, we watched Gucci all the time, and I don't know, man, just crazy, bro. Like, that's what really made me push hard with the rapping stuff, too, because after he died, like, I had already kind of started rapping, but after he died, and that was, like, the year after I graduated, I really started going heavy, because I knew his brother, you know what I'm saying, it was just, I knew too much that was going on with it, and it was just like, yo, I gotta do this shit, so that's really what pushed me to go harder, so.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. R.I.P. Knock, man.
R.I.P. to a legend,
To a
like.
legend.
It is crazy when a nigga died, he came to me in a dream.
That's wild.
And I don't have dreams about niggas. I don't have dreams about people who die. I have a lot of family members that are dead. They never came to me in a dream. But he came to me in a dream like a couple months after he died.
That's wild, bro.
Nigga told me to keep going. He was like, bro, whatever you do in life, bro, just keep going. You're going to be straight. I mean, this nigga wasn't even close like that.
Bro.
This was like 20.
That's deep, bro.
This is when he died, word. Like, I had no aspirations to do anything with my life except for, like, get a good job. I didn't think about doing Muddy Waters. I didn't think about none of that shit, bro. He was just like, bro, whatever you do. He was like, bro, just keep going, bro. Like, you gonna be successful one day.
That's wild, bro.
Or we was in McDonald's drive-thru.
And it's crazy, bro, too, because, like, you say that, and it's like, I have this weird thing, too, that, like, this little weird thing that happens with Not. And it's like, almost before I go, like, perform at every show, They play not like somehow either kind of right before I go on and like a little. It's always weird, bro, and it give me chills every time because I like. And you don't really hear not like because a lot of people, you know, in this generation coming up, they don't know about speaker knockers. So like a lot of people don't play his stuff in the club as much as it should be played. So when I hear it, I'm always surprised. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it happens like yo almost every time, bro. I do a show, man. They one of his songs play, bro, and it's always like a weird, like, dang, bro, like
It's like him coming to you.
it's like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So definitely, man. Yeah, that's wild, bro.
Yeah, that shit is wild,
That
bro.
shit crazy, bro.
That nigga probably coming to us telling us some shit, man. We're trying to come to us and really tell us some shit, especially you. Like, keep going.
Yeah, bro. I definitely keep going. I know he here, bro. I know he with us, bro. So you know what I'm saying? I know he see everything that we doing. So just gotta make him proud at this point. You know what I'm saying? That's really all it is. But
facts. Talk about like when your music like started to progress and you started to like build a fan base and started to come into your own as an artist. Like,
I'll probably
When was
say,
that
man,
moment?
that probably happened. I would say kind of when I first took it really serious. Like after Knock died, we started up the little label. It was called Taliban's. That's actually what Knock was gonna call his little label. That you know, whenever he got to where he wanted to be, he was gonna do. But we kind of took that Taliban's Entertainment and ran with it, and we dropped a song. Me and my boy Juice. It's called Little Do They Know. Little Did They Know. My bad. And that was kind of like a stamp because nobody in the area was really rapping at that time, you know what I'm saying? Especially like in that Summit area, the northeast side area, you know, it wasn't really a lot of people rapping, especially in groups like that. So we came out with that video and we got a lot of feedback off of it. You know, a lot of people in Colombia really liked it and they liked the movement. So that's what really gave me that juice because, you know, at that point I was like, yo, they noticing, you know, they like what we doing. They like how I sound, you know, so let's keep going. And that's really kind of what started. Like when I was like, I can do it. And then when I moved to Kentucky, after that, like shortly after that time, I had like my first show in like the month I moved there. And ever since then, I was doing shows in Kentucky back to back. So it was just building up. People was knowing who I was because I moved. So that was probably like my break, man. I'd probably say like 2016 range.
yeah. Were you always believing that you would be successful with the music from day one, like when you first started taking it serious, or was it like one of those things you were like, well, I know that I want to do this, right? And I believe in myself, but I might not believe in myself enough to really just do this full time and not pursue nothing else. Like, were you off rip day one, like, I'm going to do this shit and I know I'm going to make it, and this ain't no plan B?
I wouldn't say that. I would definitely say the second statement that you said was how I felt. It's tough, man. You know, start with the music stuff. You know, there's a lot of things that discourage you. You know, along the journey. You know, you see other people doing stuff, and really, it's mainly based on somebody else's time. Cause with artists, that's what a lot of us tend to do. We compare what we doing to somebody else, and that's what I found myself doing a lot at first. So yeah, it was discouraging. You know, and at some point I did have to work. You know what I'm saying, to keep money. I wasn't getting money from music off rip, you know what I'm saying? When I first started and I was recording over people's beats, I wasn't getting money off of it. So it was like, yeah, I gotta have a backup. Maybe if I land a good job in between there and it pays enough, sure, I'll stay there and maybe do the music sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But it was always kind of something like that, man, until, you know, I had to take it just a little bit more serious than that, you know? But yeah, it was definitely tough, bro. Like to decide to want to start to do something and take it that serious, you know?
Would you say your music started to pop off first in Kentucky, or did it start to pop off first down south?
Definitely probably say Kentucky. That's for sure. Yeah.
In your hometown?
Yeah, Kentucky. Richmond, Lexington area, man. I was doing a lot of stuff in Louisville too. At some point, it's like at the top of Kentucky. It's a bigger city out there, so I was doing a couple shows and events out there at one point for about a year. So I had spread out for a while, man. Nice college crowds. Really, I had a lot of college friends and stuff like that. So it was just easy to mingle and intertwine with them. So
yeah, would you say like there is a music scene in Kentucky? Cause like I never really hear niggas like talk about like, oh, I'm going to Kentucky for a festival or whatever. Like, is it a music scene in Kentucky? That's
a good question, bro. It isn't. There is to some extent, but for the majority of it, no. There isn't really a music scene. I mean, there's people doing music. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? There's people doing music everywhere, but in Kentucky, man, the people, it's just hard because they don't really want that. They don't really want, the hip hop. I would say, with country and stuff, maybe that's different, another genre. I don't really know too much about all the genres, but I know, like, hip hop and rap, like, they, as a state, Kentucky don't really want that kind of stuff there. So it's like,
For real.
yeah, so it's like, it's very hard, to want to actually do it because, like you said, you don't see nobody blow up there. It's like, yo, what? Why am I even trying this? Nobody ever did this. So it's like, that's kind of where people are at, and a lot of people, they try, but they give up because can't go too far. There's not a lot of hip hop clubs in Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of places that you will go and find hip hop music playing, like bars and stuff. Wise, so it's tough, man. Like, you kind of adapt to what's around you, and people just let that fade away, let them dreams go.
Yeah. But it's dope that you were able to still, like, get booked and do shows and shit in the midst of that shit. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times a nigga will have to go elsewhere to get booked for shows, and, it's dope that you were able to do that, though.
Yeah, man, I'm blessed, bro, because, and a lot of those, man, some of those were just showcases. Some of those were, stuff I can just get my foot in, because every show, and I didn't start off doing every show getting paid or, doing stuff like that, but it took time. It's a process. Like, you got to trust the process when you're doing something like this, you know what I'm saying? Stuff just don't happen overnight, and I'm sure people hear that all the time, but it's a true statement. Like, you really got to put in grind, like, nah, and that's what make it better, because you can look back and like, yo, I remember when I was doing shows where, I just knew the dude that was throwing an event, and I plugged in with him, and he got me on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so
and people knew my shit.
2 people knew my stuff, but that turned into, 30 people following me from that on Instagram, and now being fans. So it's stuff like that, bro, that really means stuff, bro, like the grind of it. It means more.
Yeah. So now, you're in Atlanta. You're not in Kentucky no more. Like, what made you make that move, bro? Of course, I mean, it's logical, like.
Yeah.
Kentucky, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta, Kentucky, like. So, but talk about the moment that made you decide to want to, like, come down here.
The moment that definitely made me decide to move was the girl I'm dating. She had, me and her was basically, we was on the same type of thinking process when, we got together and we were in Kentucky, and basically just like, yo, we tired of this. Like, I was still doing the music stuff, but, we were visiting Atlanta back and forth, and we were seeing what was going on down here. It was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this is lit. Like, this is the kind of place we need to be. So, she found a job opportunity, and when she found that job opportunity, we took the grind, and we just did. We took the chance and we left. And ever since then, man, I didn't know one person when I got out here. Now it's like, so that's really what happened. That's the story. Like, it just really took that push, to be like, yo, do I want to be in Kentucky doing this, or do I want to be around where it's actually accepted, more? And I made that decision.
Yeah.
So.
Did talk about like your first, like, I wouldn't say big break, but your first moment that made you realize, like, I made the right move, like moving to Atlanta, because I mean, it makes sense in hindsight. Like, when you look back, like, I made the perfect move moving. But when you contemplate whether or not you should or shouldn't, like, you playing it in your mind. What was the moment that made you realize, like, okay, I made the right decision?
When I got down here that first month, I had a show. It's kind of like Kentucky. It's weird because I had a show that first month down here. And that was when I was like, this is why I need to be here. Like, I came down here the first month and I already had a show. Yeah. And it just kept building like that, man. I was doing a show every month dang there. So it was crazy, man. Like, that's what really made me decide, like, okay, I need to be here. Like, I need to be here.
Made the right decision.
Yeah. And how they was reacting to the music. Like, once I was doing the shows, everybody was coming up like, yo, your music fire, like, this is this. And I saw the separation in the type of music that I did versus what other people did. So it was a lot that played a key into it, bro. But, man, that's what made me do it, bro. Like, once that first thing happened, it was kind of like, let's go, we own it. So.
Right. And you fucking with, you got a situation with Mace.
Yeah. So,
you're Fivio foreign label Mace. Talk about how that situation came into play.
Yeah, so, Mace, man, it's crazy. So, I got signed to Mace, man. Basically, I was in the studio. I was finishing the track with Jay Holiday. And
y'all kind of look alike.
yeah, it's crazy. But Mace walked in. Mace walked in.
He like that shit. He look how he smiling.
Mace walked in after we was mixing up the song or whatever, and he didn't know who I was or whatever. But you know, it was my first time meeting Mace, so I was just in there, you know, chilling. I was just keeping it myself, and Mace walked in, and you know, he heard some of my stuff playing, and he was like, "Yo, this you?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying, whatever." He's like, play some more. So I'm playing some stuff, and I had just dropped a video at the time. So I pulled up the video, you know what I'm saying, and I played the video for him, and he really liked the video. And then the next day, literally, he called my phone, and he was like, "Yo, bro, like, I really rock with you, you know what I'm saying, like, whatever we gotta do, like, I'm trying to sign you, like, you can be the biggest one, like, I know talent when I see it, bro, like, you can be something, you know what I'm saying, like, so that's kind of how it happened, man, like, I've been rocking with him ever since, bro, like, it's crazy, man.
That shit happened quick, like, well, I mean, when I say quick, I don't mean, like, you know, you got signed quick, I mean, like, from you meeting him to him, like, cause usually shit like that take time.
Yeah,
like a
take
nigga
time,
might be
bro.
like, well shit, I'll meet you today. I might not sign your ass for 2 years, and then I gotta vet you. But shit, you was like off rip. Like I like, you know, he was real quick about making.
Yeah, he was super real quick about snatching me up, man. And I felt the importance in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, somebody of his caliber that's done big things, and you know that actually I can say that I would believe he has an ear for something, or he would know when somebody has potential. You know what I'm saying? And you know the way he was acting, I was like, yo, like. This might be really the time to do it, you know what I'm saying, and go for it. So I went for it, bro, man. We moving. So
when you got that call though, like what was?
Oh, it was exciting, bro. Like I called my partner, man. I called.
Lit.
Yeah. I felt super lit, man. I called my partner. You know, I told my moms, like everybody, man. Like it was big, super big. You know, but I still kept it under the radar. Like a lot of people still don't even know I'm signed, but yeah, I was lit, bro. I was super happy, bro. Like, you can't tell me shit, bro. Like, I was just super, you know, I was just really felt accomplished, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just definitely, like, a big accomplishment that I felt like I kind of checked off on my, you know, my checklist, you know, having somebody that want to sign me, like.
Nigga, you checked that off.
Yeah, definitely a check off.
Big
so
check.
That's definitely something I checked off.
Yeah.
So that's exciting, man. And I'm blessed, you know, to be in the opportunity I'm in. So big up the Mace, man, for real.
Yeah. And seeing Fivio Foreign pop, like that's your label mate.
Yeah.
You know, seeing him pop, like, what was that like? Was it like, oh my God, like, you know, cause people talk all day about like what they can and can't do, like, oh, I can make you a star, I can make this happen, I can make that happen. But he actually made some shit happen, like made a nigga a star, like made a nigga into a big rapper. Like, did you feel like, okay, I'm in the right hands now, cause this nigga, you know, my label mate is popping. Like he did what he set out to do with this man. And the same thing he set out to do with this man is what he set out to do.
Gonna do for me, yo. And that was big, bro. Like, cause I met Fivio down in Atlanta. I actually met him. I pulled up on Mace to a studio session. It was on some regular joint. I didn't know Fivio was down here.
Yeah.
He just told me to pull up to the studio. So, you know, I got there and you have Fivio there or whatever, and we was chopping it up. Like, I didn't know who he was from a campaign. Didn't know who I was, but we knew, you know what I'm saying, the situation that it was. Like, he was there to record. And, you know, obviously I'm a part of something that Mace got going on too. So we both there. And he actually showed me the Big Drip song because he had dropped it at that time and it was just kind of catching viral. And we had stepped outside to smoke or something like that. And he had showed me the joint. And I think it was somebody, I want to say like Tom Cruise's wife or something, that was like playing it on their Instagram story. And he was super lit. And he was showing me, he was like, look, bro, like my new song going crazy, like Big Drip, blah, blah, like, and I showed him some of my shit. And we were just kind of mutual friends from that. And next thing I know, bro, like 2 months later, you know what I'm saying, I had actually went up to with Mace to New York to close out the deal that he had. I was there with him, and it was dope, man, just seeing the whole process, man, and seeing how big he is now. It blows my mind, because I'm like, yo, like, this really happened, like, in front of my face, you know what I'm saying, and on the same team that I'm on, so, like, let's do it. And that's just even more, you know, not even saying pressure, but it's just even more motivation to do it. Yeah, it's like, that's crazy to me, bro.
Yeah, because what is it called? Proof of concept.
Mm-hmm.
That was like proof of concept. Like, shit, he's showing you. You know what I mean? He's showing and proving. Yeah. What's some of the best advice he gave you? Like, the best game? Because Mason's a legend. You know what I mean? Like, You know, he's been around some greats. You know, he's been around some greats. He's made some great legendary shit, and he's done a lot of shit behind the scenes.
Yep.
And he's still having success till this day at things that he sets out to do in this industry. Like, what's some of the best advice he gave?
The best advice he really given me, man, is to move correctly. Like, it's so much into all of that, but I would wrap all that up in a nutshell. But I mean, he tells me just to move correctly, and how you move is so important. Nowadays, losing so many rappers and stuff like that. It's one of the most important things. Things to carrying your business and your image. So, he preached that to me all the time. So I'm definitely thankful for that. And he just give me I would definitely say some stuff that he told me that is cool, things in the studio as far as, moving certain vocals and putting them back here, or, certain things that a person might think is regular, a setup of a song. He would tell me to, move this part of the hook and put that first, or put that in this part of the verse and move that,
So he's that hands-on with shit.
He's that hands-on, you know what I'm saying? So we really be in there working, and I appreciate all the knowledge he gave me. But yeah, man, I would definitely say, man, the way you move, man, moving. The way you move, gotta move precision.
Gotta move correct.
Correct, bro. Can't get caught slipping on it, bro.
That's a fact.
But yeah, big ups to him for that, for sure.
Can't
soaking
leave
all
without
that in,
it,
bro.
Huh?
I told him I'm soaking it in, bro. I got you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mace, man. I always wanted to know, man, is this nigga, does he curse and shit? Because you passed the Mace and Bethel. Does this nigga curse? Have you ever heard a curse word come out of Mace's mouth?
Yeah, I heard him curse.
Does he drink and shit? He goes to the strip club? He don't do that shit.
None of that stuff. He not out here on no crazy wild stuff, but he he a person, he human. I ain't gonna say he perfect, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect. But he human. I'll just leave it there, you know what I'm saying? He don't be ever he don't ever say no derogatory things or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He not that kind of person. He's a good character at heart, for real. But he don't be drinking, man. He don't smoke. He don't do none of that stuff, man. Whenever we together, it's just strictly we bouncing ideas, or he giving me game, or we at the studio.
Yeah. That nigga said bad bitches fuck me because that's what Dimes do. On that diss song he did with Cameron, he said
they been talking his smack.
He said bad bitches fuck me.
That's what they turn to, talking shit.
I said, damn, is this how pastor talks?
Yeah, he told me to talk my shit.
My pastor ain't never said no shit like that, man, when I was going to church, nigga. But nah, that shit was... I had to ask, man, because you the closest nigga to him. Hopefully I get to interview Mace, and he tells me we can have this conversation. Hopefully I get to interview him. Yeah. Mace, if you watching.
He needed it. He said he needed it, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it at the beginning of the video because he might not watch this shit all the way through. So
yeah, I put this at the beginning.
It's I ain't gonna do that. But Mace, if you watching, man, I need you on the show, baby. It's gonna happen though.
Yeah.
So what do you see for yourself in the future of Just Listen's career? Where do you see yourself at? Cause you've already done things that motherfuckers who been rapping since probably before you even thought about rapping never even was able to do.
Right.
What's some things you see for yourself in the future?
Man, I see a lot of awards, bro. I see a lot of awards and a lot of money. A lot of awards, a lot of money, man. I definitely see a lot of growth for myself still. As growing into a man. I'm only 26, so I'm just looking forward to everything, man. Just the process, the journey, what it's gonna teach me, what I'm gonna have to go through, cause it ain't gonna be easy. But man, I'm excited, bro. I don't really know. The sky's the limit right now, man. I don't really have no boundaries. I'm not really expecting anything. It's kind of just I know where I belong, and I know, I'm gonna do something great. So it's just kind of leave it at that, on my mindset wise, and just do it, and whatever else come with it, come with it.
Word. Sky's the limit. You're gonna be lit, bro. It's so crazy, how our lives turned out the way to be the way that they are. But it's it's all coming full circle, bro. You a rapper, I'm a media nigga, right?
Yeah.
But it's we came together because I wanted to interview you for your music. It's just.
But
crazy.
Man.
How we
that
grew up
shit
together,
destined, bro.
It's
I
destined.
just believe stuff happen for no reason, man. I tell people all the time,
It's destined.
things just don't happen for no reason, bro.
No
coincidence. Ain't no coincidences, man. it's meant to teach you something, or you know what I'm saying, like, or it's meant to be.
Yeah. Like when I'm big as Joe Rogan, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm big like Joe Rogan and shit, and I got my podcast where I'm sitting at the table and shit, I'm gonna have this nigga on here, you know, when he's a big artist with a big fur coat on and shit, you know what I'm saying, a big chain, he done already got 10, 20 Grammys and shit like that. We just gonna talk about like from childhood to when we did this interview with each other
to then.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
I already know, bro. I'm excited, man.
I'm excited too.
I'm glad to be here, man.
Yeah. So what you got in the works, bro? What you got coming next?
Man, so right now we just working on finishing everything, you know, within my contract. So we got the projects coming, got some big work, man. Big work. I got a couple in the cut features, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the project just about done. Man, once that, man, I got some crazy hits, man. So I'm just looking to take over the radio. Of course, when everything gets back to normal, we'll do shows. You know, we'll have a lot more shows and stuff. COVID got everybody messed up right now. But really, man, that's it. We getting this music together, man. We about to hit them hard. So that's really all I can say. It's about to be crazy, bro.
Listen, I'm ready to see what you got coming. I'm ready to see, dog. I'm ready to hear the project too, baby.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
It's not gonna be stupid, man.
Mm-hmm. What's it called?
We ain't got a name for it yet. We ain't got that. We just gonna get to work for it. We're gonna have to work and then we come up with the name later.
Yeah.
No, we ain't no name for it yet. Other than the 2 projects I got out, I got Self-Explanatory in the session. I don't know about the next one, man. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy though.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna be something crazy. Always gotta be.
For sure. Most definitely. The next one gotta be better than the last
Always.
one. Tell the people where to find you out on socials, bro.
You can find me on socials, Instagram, Real Just Listen, Twitter, Who Is Just Listen, Facebook. You can search Just Listen. You can find me. Google Just Listen. Just Listen. Try to email, man. If y'all want to get in contact with your boy, man, hit the email bookjustlisten@gmail.com. Anything y'all need, man, I'm here for it. Somebody definitely be in contact with y'all quick. Same thing for features, man. Any artists want to work, man, y'all can hit that email too, man. I'll get some work. I'm willing to work with everybody, so let's do it.
That's a fact. You niggas gotta pay for the drip. It's like, I'm just
It's gonna be some stipulations in that work, but in the bag right, we gonna do it.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, man.
Definitely. But nah, man, I appreciate you coming on, my nigga.
It's always love, bro. Muddy Waters, man.
Yes,
Just
sir.
listen. For sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Muddy Waters, we out.